And just for your information, this early Renaissance period was notorious with its fascination with classical, ancient Roman, Greek, etc. cultures. They were also notorious for forging ancient statues and fabricating previous histories. So when a book like this conveniently shows up perfectly intact in their hands, it might be something to question. But what makes the whole scenario worse is that it was found by Papal Secretary Poggio Bracciolini. Not only was Poggio working for the corrupt papal system, but he was a father of Renaissance humanism. If you're not familiar with humanism, in short, it was the revival of the classical antique, Satan-unbound cultures of old in the early Renaissance. Now, humanism was set up by a small group of elite who claimed to have access to old books. The Renaissance humanism agenda was intended to influence all of society to revive the cultural legacy and philosophy of the classical antiquity. And like I mentioned earlier, this is kind of the start of the fall. Humanism teaches that everything revolves around man, and that man is the center of his own universe. Teaching ideas like to embrace your lustful nature, and to deny a supernatural God. And of course, the more deeper or shallow you get, the more esoteric or regular it may seem. But this was a very significant era of time, and obviously has lots of influence on today's world. It's also where we start to see hidden encodings on quote-unquote Christian art. For example, Michelangelo's famous Creation of Adam painting. People will often show something like this and try and make the claim that they're hiding the reality about Christianity and the symbolism in Christian art. But in reality, it's not Christian art. It's Renaissance humanism occult cryptography. But many of these painters, including Michelangelo, weren't really Christians, but were occultists hiding under the humanist or